It's Roommate, and I'm here to play some Timeless. And today I have a Bant Control combo deck lined up. This is a Taking Turns combo deck, and basically how this deck works is you have Shiba Siphoner or Timeless Witness. They both let you return an instant or sorcery. This lets you return any card from your graveyard to your hand. And you have Ephemerate, which lets you bounce a creature or blink a creature and it has rebound. And then you have Time Warp, take an extra turn. So how this deck works, basically, you have a Shiba Siphoner, you have a Timeless Witness, you Ephemerate, you return a Time Warp, you cast Time Warp, you go to your next turn. Your upkeep, you get to rebound Ephemerate on one of these two creatures, which you buy back the Ephemerate, you buy back the Time Warp, and then you basically get to take infinite turns, get through your deck, win with an Oko or an Uro, and that's the basic premise of this deck. Otherwise it's a Bant control deck, where you play Swords, Spell Pierce, Mana Drain, Leyline Binding as your control pieces, and then you have sort of a combo finish. I know, I didn't make up this deck. I know Aspiring Spike played versions of this deck back a while ago in Timeless. So this is just a version basically with Mana Drain, and seeing how that changes it. Try and ramp into some of your more impactful spells. Sideboard, Veil of Summers, Pithing Needles, Unlicensors, Temporary Lockdown as your sweeper of choice because it only affects your Archivist and technically your Oko, like your tokens, but it's really a one-sided wrath against a lot of decks like Zoo. Ashiok, your anti-Titan card. Dawnbringer Cleric, your anti-Show and Tell or your anti-Reanimate card. It does both. ETBs, Destroyer Enchantment, or exile a card from a graveyard, or gain 2 life. And then it's really good with Ephemerate. And then Leyline of Sanctity is just, this is kind of a combo deck, so protecting yourselves from Thoughtseizes or Mill, it's important. So I'm going to take this into the ladder and see how it does. Welcome for round 1 against Seawall 31, playing Bant Turns Combo. And I need to draw a 3rd land, but Swords, Mana Drain, Oko, it's a pretty good hand, so I'm going to keep not a land. One of the other reasons to play this, Misty Rainforest, is now in the deck, which basically gives you 8 on-color fetches for Mystic Sanctuary. So I forgot that in the deck, but that's another reason why I wanted to play it, just having those extra. This looks like Show and Tell, Polluted Delta into Hedge Mage. Yep, this looks just like Show and Tell. My hand's not great into Show and Tell right now, obviously. I got the bunch of removal spells. I'm actually going to Hedge Mage. I really want to hit another land here. Brainstorm, I guess, is okay. If they don't combo, then Brainstorm, get rid of these Swords to Plowshares. They're not doing much. If they do try and combo, then obviously I have to Mana Drain. Pass. Okay, I'm gonna try and Brainstorm. Oh, they are playing Bone Masters. Okay. So, Swords. I did find a land. Timeless Witness, Shiba Siphoner are redundant. So, we'll just shuffle one of those away. I still can't tap out in case they're a Show and Tell deck, so just gonna have to pass. What I would like to do is mana drain something. I'm not close to comboing because you need six mana to combo, but it blocks. That's right. Maybe this isn't show and tell? What are shorts of plowshares? Okay. I only have one Surveil land, so we're gonna go get a Triome. I am an Uro deck, so getting the Zagoth Triome's probably a little bit more important. That's actually a very good draw, because it lets me play Archivist and hold up a mana drain. Yep. I do not get a draw card, which stinks, but yep, there's a Bowmaster. Luckily, I have good blocks. Yeah, I'll try and mana drain this. Goif, sure. This is not a good time walk turn, unfortunately. But it is a good Oko turn. So I'm just gonna pass. I'm holding up a Spell Pierce. Obviously next turn, if I get to Time Warp, I'll be super happy. It's another Goif, sure. Are they attacking my Oko? They are. Okay. So definitely block, protect Oko. He's super happy to draw a land. It's a Shiba Siphoner, which isn't terrible either. It just gives me a way to buy back Swords of Plowshares, and then can risk the combo. Yeah, sure. Now, there is no creature in the yard, so this does grow Goifs. They found their land drop. Okay. I'm gonna Shiba Siphoner. See what they do. Try and buy back a Swords. I don't think they have a removal spell. So, buy back Swords. Like, one blue, I don't think they're gonna have a removal spell up. And then block, block. This could end really poorly for me, but it does not. They leave up the Siphoner, that's really good for me. Okay. Yep, pass. No attacks. End turn. If they tap out, I'll be very happy. Thoughtseize. We're just good at the Swords. The Goif. Rainstorm. Sure. Maybe they're digging for like a mana drain. That resolves. So, obviously, like they could have counter magic up. I think I'm okay with this. If they tap out, to Thoughtseize me, I'd be pretty happy. Because I'm still just like, I really want to land. Yep, so they're tapping out the Thoughtseize me. I have a pretty redundant hand. Okay, they just take Time Warp. That's fine. Yeah, I'm gonna block. Yeah, fetch land is the perfect draw. Not a fetch land, but it's still really good. So you can have that. I want that. We're gonna Time Warp. I want an extra turn. Attack for 3. Mana drain. Okay, pass. So now I have, if they just try an Uro, I have Mana Drain into Shiva Siphoner, into Time Walk. Oko. Mana Drain. Spell Pierce. Resolves. Autopay. Okay. So this is just Bant control, so I like Veil, I like Ashiok, and I like Unlicensed First. Yeah. What is... Timeless Witness. Maybe it's like Time Warps? Like, I don't need to combo them to win? Like, if I ever get Ephemerate Shiva Siphoner going, and I just, like that should be good enough to beat them. But one Time Warp's probably still fine. Do I want Veils? Actually, we'll keep Veils out. We'll just attack their graveyard a little bit. Because they are going to be an Uro deck, a Natural Order deck, so... And... lands and spells, keep. This hand's really, really good. I am going to get a Triome here. That was also a good draw. I'm not tapping out for Hearse here. Yeah, because they're a mana drain deck, so. They play a Bowmaster. No, they're not playing a Bowmaster. Sure. Pass. Land. Thoughtseize. Sure. Maybe I shouldn't have fetched yet. Breeding Pool. Pay 2 life. Sure. Resolves. So if they want to tap out to resolve something, that's fine. Unlicensed Hearse probably isn't what I want to resolve here, but it's not a bad card here. Spell Pierce. That's interesting. Yeah, this is gonna enter tapped. I'm just gonna pass. Yeah, Bowmaster has to resolve here. which is fine. They haven't bowmastered. Yeah, I'm just gonna play the archaeologist. I can't imagine they managing this ephemerate and mill and Uro. Wow. That's about as good as it gets. Draw an ephemerate, mill and Uro. What are they casting? Sauron's Ransom in my end step. Sure. Actually. They know it's going to be 3 lands here. Yeah, let's go like that. See what they take. Land death right. Makes sense. Pass. Imagine this is going to be a Deathrite Shaman. Yep. Just hold up mana. I'm just going to try and force him to casting spells. Fatal Push. Sure. Do I want the ephemerate? Yeah, I'm gonna put the ephemerate back on top. Take action. Play an Oko. They only have 2 blue. So they need to have Spell Pierce, Spell Pierce. It's their only way of preventing this Oko from resolving. They are not interacting with the Oko. So that leads me to believe that they have a natural order in hand. Just gonna eat, or just going to target the Deathrite Shaman, protect my Uro, so give me a little grindy action. It's gonna be Bowmaster. Yeah, I'm going to counter the Bowmaster, because I'm even gonna use the mana. Mystical Dispute. Okay. So they do get to kill my Oko, which is fine. Goif, sure. Do I want to try and find a Swords to Plowshares? I don't think so. I think I just want to do this. Instinct creature. Yeah. So this doesn't matter after that. This is the last card of Mana Drain. It is a Mana Drain. Okay. Thoughtseize, sure. Sheba Siphoner. I take a bunch. Yep. Ooh. Sword. Okay. I have 5 cards in my yard. So I can swords and then escape Uro. Yeah, that's it. And that way I go up to 7. So yeah. Swords the Bowmaster. Escape Uro. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get a draw card. Submit. Enters tapped. So I'm in a good spot. Inquisition, sure. Archaeologist? No. Huh. That's an interesting... Because I now have a card advantage engine. Yeah. Attacks. That's a good card. So, Archaeologist. Mill. Do I do... Yeah, I'm just gonna ephemerate now. I do want to draw a spell here. Ooh. That's a good one. I don't think they have any outs now. Yeah, that's a nice 2-0. No need to turns combo when you just play control. I'll be back for round 2. Hello and welcome to round 2 against Brainstorm Crow. I am on Bant Turns Combo, so I'm playing first. Lands and spells, not very good lands and spells, but lands and spells. Gigantha. I am going to start with a breeding pool because I don't want to get thought seized. So my opponent tries to thought seize me. Then they didn't try and thought seize me, but that's fine. Just gonna go get Rogran Triumph. And play a Hedge Mage. Basically, yeah. Definitely don't want that. And just pass. So Blackleaf Clips. I think this is probably Jund. Yep. Okay, we're just gonna shock, play an Uro. Ephemerate is a pretty cool card. Pay 2 life and pass. Like, Ephemerate Sheba Siphoners is going to be good. I'm actually, like, kind of close to comboing, which is funny. Maybe they're Blood Moon? Lalia. Okay. Sure. Minskin Boo. Sure. Definitely gonna brainstorm. Yes, I would like to put the brainstorm on top and pass. So if they go to combat, Leyline Binding the Lalia. So they don't get a draw, they don't get to play another one. Don't know what my opponent's doing. Yep. Give me a Bowmaster. No. Sure. Okay. Definitely Uro. An ephemerate? Yeah. So Uro ephemerate, so I can do this. Decline. And then I get to basically guarantee finding the ephemerate. And now I have ephemerate and the spell pierce up. End turn. Or ephemerate, leyline binding, and spell pierce up. Yeah, that's a fine. They can bolt that. Now I also can start arrowing. So I'm in a spot I'm pretty happy with. Lelia is going to resolve. It's going to get leyline binding. And I'm going to untap and slam an arrow. Yep. Easy spell pierce. Their Jarcel's gone. Ooh, that's a great draw. Mana drain. Don't mind if I do. So arrow, draw card, put a land onto the battlefield. Now I even have an ephemerate up if I need it, but probably won't. This arrow should win me the game eventually. I have my Sheba Siphoner. I have a Timeless Witness. I have a Mana Drain. Like, them just like Restless Collaging's not an option. So yeah, I'm feeling pretty good where I am. And if they jam like a Minskin Boo, I gotta Mana Drain it and then Timeless Witness back to Mana Drain while attacking with Uro. So I'm in a good spot. Obviously, the game's not over. They still have basically 4 cards in hand plus a Giganta. But obviously, Giganta isn't close to mattering. Right now, the thing that matters is Uro. And they are pressured to answer the Uro. Or they're just going to Salt Rope, because they played against a control deck. Sure. Another good draw. Combat. I mean, I have a handful of gas, so. Nope, they're just gonna Salt Rope. So, if you're watching, please remember to like and comment, and if you want to engage, let me know what you think of Control in Timeless. I personally like playing control decks, but I just find so often that control decks are just not playable. There's so many different threats that just like playing a good control deck is just not good enough. You're gonna attack. They're probably gonna keep Salt Roping. Yeah, take 6. Pass turn. So I'm just like, there's so many different answers that you need. You need to beat Show and Tell. You need to beat Dark Ritual, Underworld Breaches. You need to beat hyper aggressive decks like Burn or Zoo, but you also need to beat mid-range decks like Jund. So it's just like, there's so many different decks that it's really hard to get a good mixture, a good tuning for a control deck. And oftentimes control decks don't have that closeout factor, which a lot of other decks do. So against like Show and Tell, like, oh, you need to end the game. They will eventually draw enough through their own deck that they can go and win over top of you, so you need to end the game. Well, that's pretty difficult if you don't have any sort of like over the top card. There's no, blood moons or whatnot. And they just salt roped conceded and scooped the match. Okay. As you can see, I am now one match win away from Mythic. So maybe I'll get Mythic in this video. I'll be back for round 3. Welcome back to round 3 against Darth Scat. And I am playing Bant Turns Control. I'm on the play. I like that. So this hand. Ugh. I have a swords. I have an Oko. And that's it. I'm not guaranteed to hit a third land drop. I have a basic, so like I'm not casting it. Nah. Much better. Oh my gosh, this hand's so much better. And it's third land. Because I can go get a hedge land. Just make sure I hit my third land drop on time. Yeah. What do I see? They kept a card. They could think I'm on show and tell too, especially if I get Hedge Mage here. So I am going to Hedge Mage, keep a land, play a fetch, and pass. Still hiding what I'm doing pretty well. Done the exact same things. Except here, I'm going to break the mold. I'm going to go get a Ragran Triumph. Ragran Triumph. So now they know I'm not on show and tell, which is fine. Time Warp. Yeah, I'm gonna Archaeologist. I gotta do something. What card do I want? Brainstorm. Yes, I will take a Brainstorm. They are going to Brainstorm. Sure. So they cannot Thoughtseize show and tell me next turn unless they're playing Dark Ritual, in which case you Spell Pierce the Dark Ritual. Yeah. That's gonna resolve. Mill the card, sure. I do need to hit a land. Maybe they just go for show and tell here, which I would be very happy with if they just went for it. They did. Okay. Here's Spell Pierce. Okay. Mystic Sanctuary. Do I want the Spell Pierce back? I think I do. Right? You know what? I'm gonna Brainstorm first. So, Mystic Sanctuary and Oko. I want this Ephemerate. And then I like almost can go infinite. This is gonna go get a Mystic Sanctuary. I want my 5th land for Time Warp. So it's just Oko. Though I don't have to Mystic Sanctuary this turn, so I could draw the Oko. Assemble the team. Do I want the 2 mana? Yeah. I do want the 2 mana. Does that give me enough mana to Time Warp Oko? I'll be at 5, so yes. pass. My turn. So I get 2 mana. I go up to 5, 6, 7. Oh wait, no, I can't count. Pay 2 life. Going to time warp. Target me. And do I want to redraw time warp? No. I want brainstorm? Yeah. Just want the brainstorm back. Take action. So no attacks. So I get to brainstorm this turn, and I'm pretty close to setting up infinite turns. And now back to being far away. I'll put those 2 on top. Misty and pass. No attacks, end turn. So if this is a dig through time, I am going to mana drain it because I can brainstorm, redraw a mana drain. If I have to, so. Putting a show and tell back, or, oh, dig through time back on top. Oh, because I had to exile a show and tell. Oh, yes. I like that. Do I want to draw the time warp? I mean, it is just going to be 2 mana, so it's probably just worth it to time warp. Time warp. Take action. So I draw a time warp. I have a ton of mana. I'm just going to brainstorm. Again, Shiva Siphoner. That is unfortunate. So, time warp, target me. Mystic Sanctuary. Is it Brainstorm? Brainstorm lets me look at 3 cards. Yeah, I think it's just Brainstorm on top. No attacks. What are they playing? Brainstorm. Done. Does kind of stink I haven't found anything, but no attacks. Like, I haven't found an Uro, a Shiva Siphoner, a Timeless Witness, even an Archaeologist. But hopefully they like try and thought seize me. That would be nice. They go like thought seize show and tell. Consider, sure. Cycling. Pass. Dig through time. Do I counter this dig through time? I think I do. They really haven't done much. Oh, they just found the show and tell anyway. Okay, that's fine. Enters tapped. And this is what I was saying last match. If you don't find a clock, then you're not going to win. I never found one of my clock pieces with all those turns I took, so could not win. Let's go sideboard, Veil of Summers, Dawnbringer Clerics. Definitely take out Swords to Plowshares and an Oko. And we'll try it like that. So this makes it much more resilient to the Omniscience plan. Obviously, Veil Summer is also pretty good against them, so it's not relying on counter magic anymore. Now you actually have 4 Leyline Binding plus the 3 Dawnbringer Clerics to interact with the Omniscience plan better. But yeah, I just needed to find my clock with all those brainstorms to try and end the game, because I took like 4 extra turns, so 1 Uro or Oko would have been pretty close. Play first. There's no interaction in this hand. Okay. Better. Not good, but better. Yeah, definitely putting the Oko away. And just hope my Veil gets to do something. Keep 6. I'm on the play. That's fine. Why are they playing that? Do I have anything that targets them? No. Do they have a Stifle here? No. Okay. Phew. Definitely need to hit my blue mana sources, so binning anything that's on land. So this does nothing against me. There's nothing that targets my opponent. So I don't know what that's about. Land? Yeah. Could just be dead here. They just went for it. Sure. Of course. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Yep. So they just went into it. That's unfortunate. What do they have? Do they have a tutor? No. My hand was kind of relying on Veil to interact positively, but did not find it, so... Oh, they found the demonic tutor, so I am dead. Yeah, it happens. I'll be back for the wrap-up. I am back here for the wrap-up with Bant Turns. So, it's just a different take on a Bant control deck. Never did the Infinite Turns combo. Was really close, but it just couldn't find the extra piece. I went 2-1. Just playing the, blue-white splash green control deck worked just fine against the mid-range decks, and then played in show and tell, couldn't find my kill conditions, and then the next game just couldn't find anything that I needed. So, I don't think this deck's better than just like playing a regular control deck, but I think the ability to just end the game with a infinite loop is strong, and it could have closed the game out of nowhere, but wasn't able to achieve it. So thanks for watching.